Cryptocurrency prices and Shiba Inu numbers are both going down. However, this does come with a caveat. If you're thinking about getting a Shiba Inu, it's not all about the numbers. Someone seems to be losing track of a crucial piece of information. Never again will you have to worry that your Shiba Inu's worth will decline. Absolutely not. That has nothing to do with the real reason to be scared. There is a threat that might wipe Shiba Inus off the crypto map forever, and the harm would be devastating. Probably the most important video on this channel is this one. Make sure you watch it all the way through. Hello, and thank you for visiting Shiba Inu land, the place where you can get your daily fix of Shiba. You'll come to the correct spot if you're inquiring about Shiba and have any queries or concerns. By subscribing to the newsletter, you may be abreast of all the newest news projections and stay one step ahead of the competition in the Bitcoin field. Please indicate your interest in receiving further Shib news by clicking the like button. Everyone, especially those with a soft spot for Shiba Inu, is fuming at the present state of the Bitcoin market. Individuals' enthusiasm for investment is diminished due to the present market collapse. The fact that the developers working on the Shiba Inu are preparing to announce some interesting partnerships just makes the problem worse. The disappointing truth is that many much anticipated debuts are getting pushed back due to the market recession. Everyone is waiting with bated breath for the market to improve so that these projects can finally come to fruition. Shiba Inu enthusiasts are having a tough time of it right now because they are worried about the future and are also dealing with the consequences of the market crash. Nevertheless, the Shiba Inu strategy and optimism are utterly dashed by a single fact. Just what am I referring to when I say that? Pay attention. Nevertheless, there is something you must know before we go with that. At the time of its inception, Shibarium was a huge step forward for global environmental protection. The Bono token, originally intended to be the Shibarium network's gas price token, has become an integral part of the platform's operation, which is worth noting. An enhancement to tokenomics would be achieved as per the development team's promise that 70 patrol fees would go towards burning Shiba Inus. Nonetheless, the burning procedure is currently done by hand. The group pulls this off by selling bone tokens to buy Shiba Inus, and then they destroy the tokens they made. Even if it worked at first, there are a lot of things to think about with the hand burning process. The development team must first put in a lot of time and effort into the manual method because it is arduous. Both the quantity of effort and the probability of making mistakes are increased by this. The human approach also has the drawback of being inefficient compared to the easily accessible automated solutions. It takes too long to make petrol taxes, turn them into Shiba Inu, and then burn them, which slows down tokenomics as a whole. The community's frustration level will rise as a consequence of this delay, since the team may find it increasingly difficult to meet its commitments. To add insult to injury, hand burns can be influenced by market volatility and uncertainty. Attempting to manually burn a big number of Shiba Inus might be harmful when conditions are unpredictable. This becomes even more evident when factoring in market liquidity and price variations. Also, keeping accountability and openness constant is more of a challenge when burning by hand. In most cases, automated token burns are safer and more transparent than manual ones. Why? Because there's 100% certainty that the operation will follow the promises made to the community initially. However, when people see burns on humans, they may start to doubt the safety and legitimacy of the burning procedure. People who deal with Shiba Inus seem to be cognizant of this reality. Interestingly enough, this is why they have already announced their intention to switch to an automated burning system. There is just 1 week remaining until the January 2024 deadline. This is a major problem. Earlier it was said that burns are currently done by hand. Almost a month ago, it was announced that the gas surcharges had collected over $1.03 million in bone coins. About $900,000 worth of Shiba Inus should have been slain if the crew had followed their word. Unfortunately, this process is currently more challenging due to the market meltdown. Each hand burn that the crew executed in December cost around $90,000. This was done weekly. At first you may ask why you shouldn't try your hardest, but hold on a second. A sale of bone tokens was essential to the process's success, and they were keen to avoid doing anything that could bring the price down. In what ways does it function? The Shiba Inu study group uses bone currencies, which are created from the Shibarium network's gas prices. Here are the bone coins that the squad managed to get. Now they're really making an effort in their pursuit of Shiba Inu for use in their activities. They're selling these bone fragments. The noble act of setting fire to anything doesn't happen till after that. Now that we've covered that, let's discuss finances. When more of something is available for purchase, its price tends to go down, especially in less transparent marketplaces. The concepts of supply and demand are interchangeable. When there are many of them on the market, their price goes down. Because of the enormous volume of sales, the price of bone tokens is expected to fall, which is obviously undesirable. Nevertheless, there is an asterisk. Shiba Inus weren't the only thing they were thinking about. Additionally, they should be vigilant regarding the bone token idea. Shoving up one to get the other doesn't make sense. The Shiba Inu would act out the situation by destroying the dance floor at a chaotic party just so they could earn bone points. Definitely not a good bargain. Consequently, they were exerting much effort to strike the ideal balance between catering to the needs of Shiba Inu fans and not going overboard. Help out with the bone token project. Somewhat reminiscent of spinning plates, to ensure that they may all stay in the sky. You need to do some planning ahead of time. Despite the difficulty of economics, they are being wise to guarantee the success of both Shiba Inu and bone tokens without jeopardizing the success of either. By the end of January, the plan was to have burned everything. Then the switch to an automated system would be made. More than $500,000 worth of Shiba Inus remain unsold, despite the fact that January is nearly over. The issue is that due to the present market situation, the number of hand burns has stopped. OC, who works in marketing for Shiba Inu, has said that during the red days, they will not be burned. At the moment, they're facing some challenges. They are unable to implement automatic burning until the dogs, valued at $500,000, are attended to. Automatic burning is the direction they wish to go. Perhaps you're thinking of getting a brand new, amazing car, but you have to fix up the old one first. Here we are to state the obvious. There was some uncertainty in the market which put the Shiba Inu team in a bit of a bind. If they wanted to streamline the burning process, they aimed to streamline the burning process. Problems with the Shiba Inu team's hand burning technique for meat began to arise in December. Believe me when I say that the journey was anything from smooth. The community was waiting for the team to do something, but they let them down by not following through on their promises. Let's go back to the here and now. The Shiba Inu squad is in a pickle because of the falling market. Real feeling is fear. Are you aware of the plans of the locals on this occasion, largely because the financial crash has not yet ended? Due to the team's precarious position, keeping their word is becoming more and more of a challenge. It is somewhat difficult, like walking on a fine line over an unknown pit. There is now a pattern to the delays that have happened previously. Because the market is adding another layer of complexity, the Shiba Inu team is being extra careful. If you fail to keep your word during these difficult circumstances, the members of the community may become angry, dissatisfied, or even outraged with you because of the high expectations they have of you. In other words, it's safe to say that the situation is a little scary. The team's ability to weather the storm and keep